with my Read Aloud series from Indian Economic Development, textbook for class 11. So I'm reading chapter 5, Human Capital Formation in India, and we finished with what is human capital, sources of human capital and human development, state of human capital formation in India. And now we're going to do the education sector in India. So I'm going to explain this table, and this is educational achievement in India. Generally, educational achievement in India are indicated in terms of, say, adult literacy, primary education completion rate, and youth literacy rate. And these are the statistics that we will discuss. I'll read out the table to you. In the last two decades. So 1990 and 2005, 2010. So this is how we will do it. I'm going to read it out. So let's take the first one. Adult literacy rate percent of people aged 15 plus. So male is in 1990 was 61.9 and female in 1919 were 37.9%. In 2000, the male adult literacy rate percent was 68.4 and female was 45.4. And further, you'll see in 2005-10, we find that adult literacy rate percent of people aged 15 plus male increased to 76.7 and also female increased to 54.9. Talking about the second, primary completion rate, that is percent of relevant age group, male in 1990 was 78, then in 2000 it was 85, and in 2005 and 10 it was 96. And for females, 1990 61%, in 2000 it was 69%, and in 2005 it went up to 95. Quite creditable. So third is youth literacy rate percent of people aged 15 plus to 24. Male 1990 we can see it's 76.6, 2000 is 79.7, and 2005-10 it is 88. Female 1990 it was 54.2 and it increased to 74% in 2005-2010. Still it's a distant, we haven't really achieved 100% in all of these. So make a note of this table and you will understand better. Future prospects, education for all, still a distant dream. Though literacy rates for both adults as well as youth have increased, still the absolute number of illiterates in India is as much as India's population was at the time of independence. In 1950, when the Constitution of India was passed by the Constituent Assembly, it was noted in the directive principles of the Constitution that the government should provide free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 14 years within 10 years from the commencement of the Constitution. Had we achieved this, we would have 10% literacy by now. Gender equity is though better than before. The differences in literacy rates between males and females are narrowing, signifying a positive development in gender equity. Still, the need to promote education for various women in India is eminent for various reasons, such as improving economic independence and social status of women, and also because women education makes a favorable impact on fertility rate and health care of women and children. Therefore, we cannot be complacent about the upward movement in the literacy rates, and we have miles to go in achieving 10% adult literacy. Higher education of few takers. The Indian education pyramid is steep, indicating lesser and lesser number of people reaching the higher education level. Moreover, the level of unemployment among educated youth is the highest as per NSSO data. In the year 2007-8, the rate of unemployment among youth with education up to secondary level and above was 18.1%, whereas the rate of unemployment for youth with education up to primary level was only 11.6%. Therefore, the government should increase allocation for higher education and also improve the standard of higher education institutions so that students are imparted employable skills in such institutions. When compared to less educated, a large proportion of educated persons are unemployed. Why? It's a question that one must dwell upon. So what's the reason? In conclusion, the economic and social benefits of human capital formation and human development are well known. The union and the state governments in India have been earmarking substantial financial outlays for development of education and health sectors. The spread of education and health services across different sectors of society should be ensured so as to simultaneously attain economic growth and equity. India has a rich stock of scientific and technical manpower in the world. The need of the hour is to better it qualitatively and provide such conditions so that they are utilized in our own country. In the photo, you can see the youth working in some construction. And the note underneath says, school dropouts give way to child labor, a loss to human capital. Photo shows scientific and technical manpower, a rich ingredient of human capital. Another photo of the teacher and the taught. You can see these kids. It's written job on hand, transforming India into a knowledge economy, learning the computer. In the photo, we can see a school being run in makeshift premises in Delhi. You can see the tents over there and children all sitting out in the open. So next I'm going to read about the physical and human capital in the next class.